everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. This is Vdiffuser. In our last episode, we had day 2 of our trial, and we upended pretty much everything we knew about it. This is day 3. It's the last day for our investigation. It's time to go. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So what happened? Well, I think I got a pretty good idea who did it. All we need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have. What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. That's the system that they use in pretty much all the games up until the Apollo Justice games. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. I'm honestly not sure if they actually still use this in the Japanese court system. I don't think they do. I could be wrong, though. Well, we got no time to waste. Time to move on over. Alright, we gotta talk to Powers. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed him in there. Could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yeah. Well, there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Producer Vasquez. Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why's that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Wow. That's talent right there. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Director Manella. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought up the steel-eyed samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. And better or worse, everybody knows that disgusting face, too. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. Yeah, it would be that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though. I can't imagine him jumping. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. He just stopped taking on big roles. Huh. Nobody just does that unless they're, like, intending to retire. And really, it takes a lot of, like, Hollywood nonsense to do that. There's a reason why Sean Connery stopped taking roles, is because he didn't really understand getting into Lord of the Rings, and then he decided to take on League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, because he did understand it, and then that flopped, even though it was actually pretty good. So he just decided, not doing this, nope, and retired. Because I hear he was originally going to be in the James Bond Skyfall, and he was also supposed to have a cameo in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, but he pretty much said, no, not gonna happen. Especially because he doesn't really like James Bond. I heard that was like the big way to piss off Sean Connery, is to bring up James Bond. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How'd they do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Suspicious. 5 years ago. Alright, we got that. There she is. She is very quiet. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the station if we wanted. You eat, you die. She's alive! Producer Vasquez. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Salmonella. He's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Let's see. Oh. Now, don't mind me. Alright, Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. She's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He'd never stoop so low. It's impossible. Okay, if that's what you say. I guess they're not filming today either. I didn't want to see them filming one last time. The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can see them film later. That's where you found this bottle of sleeping pills, right? Wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yay! No touching! Eek! Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. Heh. Guess I can be a little dramatique at times. That's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough investigation, I gotta take the plate back to precinct. I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. It reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color. Neat. Well, what are you waiting for? Nah, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. The food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? I tell you the truth, it's a mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's he doing, anyway? He's out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Ouch! Talk about burns, pal! Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Crushing paper cups. Bottles? Whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. I found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... yeah, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Oh, this is really, really tangled up. Alright, time to go to the dressing room. Oh, thank God it's you and not Salmonella. Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Well, why? WP's innocent. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would he do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true, then. Rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Oh. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio at the time, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 ever again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Is that trailer part of the film, then? What do you mean that's the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids' shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios has decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids' shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Especially if they end it really badly. Nick, say something! Yeah, I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Take a look at this. And this is... a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Mr. Hammer's fault. Oh. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. Oh. And that's the dirt she had on Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if it got out. Yeah. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studio back then, you know. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alrighty, we gotta go back to the main gate. What? You're still sitting around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance? 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh, that got her. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols! Nichols? The assistant. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. You claim that Hammer also stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume. Yep, we got it now. I got proof. I can prove with this. Here's my proof. What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure Mr. Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof he used those proof on Powers? On the sleeping bone. He had a T-bone steak for lunch, right? Well, yeah, so. This is a plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay. You win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a picture of it. The photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. Man, she looks really tired. I'd be too if the fact that she had to do all this and carry the entire frickin' studio on her back. She's ties to the mafia. Ooh. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. Ooh! Now those are some accusations. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? Oh! Wait a second! This is the picture. This is the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Who designed that? That's begging for an injury. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. October 19th. Think back next to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to get to Studio 2. Why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. There she is. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Whoop, Mr. Hammer. Came on the day of the murder. Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Ticking me off. You'd have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. You can't do that without any evidence. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you should talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. This is a bad idea. She's not even looking. Where? Where did you get that? Old bag. Old? She means a security lady, Miss Old Bag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. This is a bad idea. We've already shown just how bad things get when you show obvious evidence to people. You haven't learned a thing from frigging Red White. You came. What was it you were talking about? Why is she so eager to tackle? You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids' shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. But you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his place as a star. Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No, no way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. The security lady said it was an accident. Oh well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo in the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the recorder would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. This is valuable evidence. Boys! Oh boy! Okay. So Old Bag was right. She is associated with the Mafia. Be really scared if it's the Russian Mafia. Those guys don't screw around. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there! There's Gumshoe with the assist. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Yikes! Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run again into each other soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Vdiffuser. Vdiffuser? Now. And with that, we're done with our investigation. It is time to get into our last court date. See you guys then.